Hey everybody, it's Tanya with ScrappyChicks.com and your creative partner with Kiwi Lane. Today I am bringing you a quick tutorial and project share on Winter Snowman memorydex cards. These cards were used making using the Template Expressions 5 from the Kiwi Lane Expressions set, which I love this template, and I combine it with the Build-a-Snowman. So I'm going to show you these real quick. I use Nuvo drops to add texture for the snow, the eyes, nose, and mouth on each one of these. I also accented with buttons, and I added in some stickers that I had in my stash as well. And if I had sentiment cards that I thought that I could cut down, I added those in as well. And then there's an elongated version that I made that's a little bit longer. So this is the normal version and this is the elongated version. You can kind of see the difference. And I had shown this in a previous video, but I just wanted to show you again. Today I think we'll make an elongated version. So let's get started on this. And I did start this video one time and then memory ran out. So we're going to attempt this again. So I'm using scrap paper for all of this. This is a great way to use up those scraps that you've been crafting with for Christmas. If you have leftovers, it's great for winter. Great way to use these up. And so you just take your scrap paper. I have already traced it out, but I'm going to do it again with you to show you how I get the elongated. So I just put the template down and you trace it out as normal, like you normally would. So you will see your normal trace line there. But what you want to do to elongate this and have more room to punch your little holes here for your memorydex, you want to bring this down. You have 1, 2, on that third journal line, you want to put the third journal line on where you traced. So you just put the third journal line there, down, and then you just trace it again. And that elongates this template. That makes it longer. So you have more room to work with. Okay. All right. So then you just go ahead and you just cut this out like you normally would. And I know I have multiple trace lines because I did trace it one time and then my phone let me know that my memory was full. So I had to go in and delete some things. So we're just going to cut this out. Okay. All right. So there's our memorydex card base. Okay. So I have the Heidi Swap tab punch. If you do not have to have this punch, you can use just a hole puncher and some scissors. So what you would do is punch your holes with the hole puncher and take your scissors and slice in the middle to slice that out. But I was able to order this punch. So I'm just going to put this in and kind of eyeball the center. I'm not going to do any measuring. And punch my tabs. Okay, so that gives us a base to build this memorydex card from. Now I want to bring in Build-a-Snowman. So I'm going to use Build-a-Snowman 6. I'm going to pull some of this white scrap paper here. I'm just going to trace this out. And cut this out. Okay. Then you're going to take your ink, if you like, and go ahead and ink those edges. And I've got just a little right there. All right, go ahead and ink those edges just to add a little more definition. You don't have to do a lot of inking. I'm going to go ahead and ink my memorydex card as well. Ink those edges. Okay, so now I have all that inked up. We'll put that over to the side. All right, I love the top hat, so I'm going to give him, I'm going to use this scrap piece. I'm going to do Build-a-Snowman 3, which is the top hat. So we'll give him a top hat here. So we'll go ahead and cut this out. Put your excess paper away. And cut this out. Okay. So now we have our top hat. We're going to ink these edges just a little bit. Okay, so there's our top hat. So let's go ahead and glue our top hat on. Actually, let's not. I'm getting ahead of myself because I want to give his top hat a blue band. But let's go ahead and cut out a scarf. So I'm using Build-a-Snowman 2. We're just going to trace this out and then cut. I'm trying to see my pencil line here. Okay. All right, so there's a scarf. And I just want to trim a little bit of this for his top hat. I don't think I want to band that wide. That looks like a good size. So I'm just going to flip that around the back to fold it. Fold this band over. And then I'm going to glue it down. So I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. Let me stick my pen in there. So I'm going to glue that down. Okay. So now I have his top hat ready. So let's glue this top hat down. Just going to glue it here. Okay. And we can go ahead and put his scarf. We'll put some glue around the bottom. Put his scarf on. Actually, glue it around the top edge. I said bottom edge, but top edge of the scarf. And that gives him his scarf. And before I do the Nuvo drops or the snow accents or whatever I decide to do on this one, I want to go ahead and put this down. I kind of want to go ahead and see where I want my placement. And we can foam dot this one too. And I may want to add, let me see, if we want to add some of these confetti sequins on here. I think these are really pretty. we can put some of these snowflake sequins behind. I think that's pretty. They have shimmer, they're iridescent. And then I'll put him on a foam dot. So let me get and grab my foam squares. And let's see. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I had everything together. Okay, so we're gonna put some foam squares on here first. I want to do all of this part before I do my Nuvo drops, because you know I don't know if you've ever worked with Nuvo drops, but it takes a while for it to dry. And if I don't go ahead and do this step, I smear it every time, and I mess up my project item that I'm working on, and then I get upset about it. So yeah, I just prefer to go ahead and place it down, and then use my Nuvo drops. So let's place the snowman on here, and I did a few foam squares on him just to pop him up just a little bit. I am going to use my art glitter glue though for the snowflakes. And don't worry, this does dry clear. One thing I love about art glitter glue, it dries clear. Okay, so we got our snowflakes on. I'm just going to wipe some of this glue off. And I'll show you what this is. I got these from, I want to say from Michael's. I'm not real sure. I ordered them online though. So they're just snowflake sequins is what they are, but they're really pretty. They have like that iridescent tone. And to make these kind of stand out, I'm going to add a blue pearl drop from the Dollar Tree. That's where I got these from. I get all my jewels and pearl drops from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to add that blue on there. I just love blue for the winter. I think it's pretty, that blue. Oops. Should have got my jewel, I call it a picker-upper. Okay. And again, that glue is going to dry clear, so no worries there. All right, so we've got our 3 jewels on there on our snowflakes here. Okay, so now let's do the face. And what I like to do is I like to take the Build-a-Snowman 8, but I like to pencil that in first. So let's see. I really like the carrot nose. I like the traditional look of the carrot nose here. So I'm just going to pencil this in to try and give myself a guide for my Nuvo drops to follow. So I just pencil in his face. Okay. Now, when you're working with Nuvo drops, they can be a little finicky. So what you should start with, whenever you do this, I always squirt some out because a lot of times it gets that air bubble. And then when it squirts out an air bubble, it makes a mess on your project. So you just do a drop and you don't push it down. You just let it will dry in the shape almost like a pearl like this that I got from the Dollar Tree that you physically buy. It'll dry in that shape on its own. So don't push it down. You just do your drop. All right. Let me make sure there's not an air bubble in the nose, because that's what I had trouble with one time, and it squirted all over my project and messed it up. So we'll do orange for his carrot nose. And of course you can use any colors you want to use. Okay, so that gives him his face. And now I want to do some white for the snow, because I want to add some white to his scarf. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to outline his scarf here. I hope my head's not in the shot. I'm going to outline his scarf with the Nuvo drops just to make his scarf stand out. And give this a little more dimension. And that just adds so much to this. Then I think I want to put, I'm just going to add a little bit of snow to his top hat here. So it looks like snow. And what would be really pretty, I don't have it over here, but to go back and add some glitter to that. Then it'll dry with some shimmer in there. Okay. So there is a simple, quick and easy memorydex card using the Expressions 5 as your base. And then combining that with the Build-a-Snowman template set. So I think these turned out really cute, really pretty. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed these. I hope they inspire you to make some for yourself, for your friends, for your crafting friends. That way you can trade them, use them on scrapbook and layouts, cards, or any other crafty project you would like to use them in. So thank you again. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.